What is up, metalheads, and welcome back to Full Metal Geek. It has been a long time coming with everything going on with Snowball, but we're finally here. It's the new season, and we're starting off the season right. As you all know, we sadly lost our champion to the Schmodown, so we need a new champion. And I could think of no better way to do it than just a straight battle royale between my top four competitors, so that's what we're doing. Three five-round matches. At the end of it, one person's going to be the champ. But I'm not alone here. I am your host, the Commissioner, Rene Villarreal Jr., the Red Ranger, RJ, so many R's. I'm done with it. But I can never do this alone. Well, I don't like to do it alone. But, he had to go away, but he still can come back and see us every now and again. And here he is. It's Robert Parker. Robert, it's great to see you. I'm so glad I didn't have to do this first one by myself.
Yeah. It's good to be back in the hosting chair. Obviously, still writing as much as I can for Full Metal Geek. Won't always be able to host as often, but I definitely wanted to be in at the start for these first couple.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Especially because, this is the first time we're actually seeing a championship, road without you at the end of it. So, real quick, we got the first match here. Like I said, it's 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3. This is the 2 versus 3. This is Dominic Rizzi versus Brzakala 2. Now, we saw these guys face off in the semifinals of the tournament last fall, I believe.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah, semifinals, and, Dom came out on top in there, went to the finals, came up short against Scully, but here he has a chance again, not to just get to a number one contenders, but to be in a championship match again. How do you see this going off the top of your head?
I obviously don't want to show favoritism, especially as the writer, so I'm going to try to avoid the question as much as possible. But of course, one of these people is my team partner, so if I am pulling for somebody, it's not that hard to figure out. But also, Dom is a killer competitor. I've played him before. He's clearly at the top of the heap as far as Full Metal Geek is concerned. These two, just played a really, really great fandom title match. So we know these two are competitive. We know these two are ready to get at each other's throats.
Absolutely. So let's just talk to them both real quick. First, we're going to talk to the high-ranked competitor, the number 2 ranked competitor, and also, because we acknowledge each other here in the fan leads, the Multiplex Fandom current singles champion going for this belt as well, and that is Dominic Rizzi. Dominic, thanks for coming back again. Like we said, here you are, number 2 ranked contender. You just had a great match. You are now the singles fandom champion, and I'm guessing you're here to try to claim that other belt as well.
Yep, absolutely, of course. But again, I'm not doing anything differently than what I usually do, which is just to, drink this delicious bourbon here and play trivia and have fun while I'm doing it. And Robert, I'm sad that I never actually got to beat you in terms of getting that championship belt. But hey, there's a reason why you're in the actual Schmodown now. And also, your name is the Spider. I'm just kidding. I'm looking forward to it. And I slightly feel bad that I have to play Tim again because it's like, come on. But like I said, I'm not complaining. I'll face anybody for trivia.
Oh, believe me, I had to deal with the whole thing. Really, you're going to pair up all these people again? I did it by rankings. I'm sorry. But yeah, so real quick, and now we're going to talk to his opponent. The number 3 ranked contender did awesome, came into the league brand new this past season and made a hell of a run in the regular season, a hell of a run in the tournament, and that is Brzakala. And we have his manager, Cody Newberry. Tim, it's great to see you here. Always glad to have you around in the Full Metal Geek. Like I said, honestly, you're my favorite one going into this. I'm going to show favoritism because I can do whatever I want. I'm the commissioner now, and Robert can't tell me not to do anything. You are the underdog here. You're the only one in this tournament who never played for the title, but you did so well that you got put into these mix of people. And like we said, you went up against Rizzi for the fandom singles titles. That didn't go your way. Do you see this as a kind of revenge, or you're like, man, I got to play this guy again? How are you feeling going into this?
No. I'm gonna be honest. I've always done Full Metal Geek for fun. So whether I win or lose, it doesn't really matter to me. I was put in a green room for this match 2 days after Dom beat me in fandom. That was really fun. But no, I'm at the point now where I just kind of it is what it is. I just want to clarify though. Is this part of Snowball or is that over? That's not
way over.
This isn't part of that. Got it. Understood. So that just means no. I don't care.
This is for Dingle Balls 4. Just
yeah. I do, but I don't. I just I'm happy to play trivia. I love playing trivia, so I'll play whenever I get the chance. But I'm kind of tired, and the world is on fire. So if I win, Cool if I don't. Congrats, Dom. He's beat me twice already. The odds are in his favor. It is what it is. I'm just here to have fun.
Hey, and guess what? There's no fucking Christmas Carol in this league, so let's go.
And as always, beautiful words from Cody as well. Not as much as he usually says, but we'll take what we can get. All right, gentlemen, we are going to get this started then. Like I said, this is a number one contenders match, so this is going to be 5-round format, but round number one is going to work like any round one. You're each going to take 10 questions from throughout Geek them. Each question is worth 1 point. You have 15 seconds to write down your answer. Once time is up, you will reveal your answer and vocalize it. Every correct answer is 1 point. There is no stealing. And of course, if either of you or both of you get all 10, there is a bonus question. Keep in mind throughout the entire match, you have 3 repeats and 1 challenge. If you win the challenge, you keep it. If you lose the challenge, you lose it. Gentlemen, are there any questions?
Nah.
Nope. All right. Dominic, are you ready?
Yep.
Tim, are you ready?
Sure.
You can tell how late it is by the excitement here. All right, let's get this started. We are going to start with round number 1, and the first question is going to be in the category of Worlds of DC. In Shazam, what is the name of Billy Foster's sister who is interviewing for colleges during the film? As always, these questions are provided by Robert Parker. Robert, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can
Hello?
hear you.
Hey, trying to get used
Hey,
to
way to waste down that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Technical days. All right, let's start with Dom.
Mary?
And Tim?
Mary.
Mary is correct.
Nice job,
All right.
guys.
Robert, you want to hit him with the next question?
Sure thing. Your next one's in the category of DC. What is the collective name for the circus acrobats that Bruce and Chase go to see in Batman Forever?
It's still probably one of my favorite superhero movies of all time. I just can't get it out of it. I know there's problems
You're
with
insane.
You're also
You
talking
and
to the guy
Caleb
whose
Polo.
favorite Star Wars movie is Attack of the Clones. We've really established that I have no taste.
Yeah,
5,
that's damn right.
4, 3, 2, 1. I've learned to accept it. All right, starting with Tim
The Flying Graysons.
and Dominic.
The Flying Graysons.
All right, we will take that. 2 and 2.
I don't know. I think you
Alright.
would get the there.
If you really want to use your
No,
challenge on that,
I'm
you're more than
joking.
welcome
I'm
to.
joking.
All right, gentlemen, your next question is in the category of Middle Earth. Who voices the Necromancer in the Hobbit films?
Well, no, you guys are freezing out. I can barely hear you.
Let me give you a technical repeat there.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Guys.
Yeah, 'cause- can you hear us, Dom?
Okay. I might have to jump out, jump back in. Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
can hear you now. You guys were like freezing up heavily there.
All right, I'll give you that technical repeat, and then after this question, we'll go ahead and let you jump in and out. All right, who
Thanks.
voices the Necromancer in the Hobbit films? Category of Middle Earth.
Yeah, and just to check, I got that question right before, right?
Yes. The Flying
Okay.
Graysons one? Yeah, you're good. After this question, we'll have you drop out and come back in.
Thanks.
5,
This is
4,
really content.
3, 2, and 1. All right, and Dominic.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
That's correct. And Tim.
Cumbersnatch himself, Benedict Cumberbatch.
All right, still tied. Take that quick break for Dom.
All right, thanks.
Jesus Christ.
The wonders of the interweb.
I wish I was drunk.
I wish I could get drunk. If I didn't have to wake up so early for work, I would.
Yeah, I have to work again tomorrow too.
Feel your pain.
All right.
Robert, do you prefer Aragog or Shelob?
Sheila.
Even though Shelob's a she?
Yeah, Tim.
Okay.
Yes. Just that's serious about yes, Tim. I'm guessing y'all have had this discussion before.
No.
All right,
I will say,
in.
Aragog does get the,
Right?
which that's fair. Yeah.
That's one of the
All
funnier
right,
parts
so
of the movies.
back in. All right, both gentlemen got that last question right. Robert, hit him with question number 4.
All right, your fourth question, folks, is in the category of mixed bag.
Ugh.
What titular comic book character has the real name Anun Un Rama?
I pronounced this question totally differently, and I apologize to everybody for that.
It probably wouldn't have changed too much.
It didn't much. I don't think so.
I forgot.
Hopefully.
Can I get a repeat there?
Bullshit.
Sure,
in here.
that's going to be your
All
first
right.
repeat. What titular comic book movie character has the real name Anun Un Rama? Tim with a look of disgust on his face after that.
I just forgot about like mixed bag as a whole. So
Yes.
Interesting, considering you put it on the wheel for this evening.
Yeah, but that was to go against Dom, not to be put against him. All right, 5,
oh my god.
2, and 1. And Tim, your answer.
Is it fucking Hellboy?
It is effing Hellboy. And
Yes, no boy.
Nope.
all right, and Tim does finally take a lead, 4-3, as we get
Wow.
into the 5th question. And the 5th question is, in Heroes and Villains, what character has been played by Judith Hoag, Paige Turco, and Sarah Michelle Gellar?
A little
Robert,
bit of a
if you could have
stumper
seen
there.
some of the answers I got to this question.
Oh, you
it
will
was
have
good.
to tell me later. I'm excited to
Oh,
hear.
I will. Oh, God. It was so... I bet you can guess what the most common answer was.
Was it the correct one?
No.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, and we go back to Dom.
Yeah, I didn't have it.
All right, and Tim.
I just put Buffy.
And that was the most common guess, but we're looking
Was
for
it really?
April O'Neil.
Oh.
Paige Turco,
April
Paige
O'Neil.
Turco and Judith Hoag played her in the live-action Teenage Mutant Turtle
Oh,
original
April
trilogy,
O'Neil.
Yep,
I-
April
and
O'Neil.
Sarah Michelle Gellar
Wow. Okay.
voiced
In the-
her
in
in
the
the
animated,
2007.
yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
It's okay. It's so there will be no perfect rounds today. Robert, hit him with the next question.
All right, next one's in the category of Wizarding World. Who owns the Paris safe house in Crimes of Grindelwald?
This one was also fun to ask.
Right now, a score check. Right now, I have Tim at 4 and Dom at 3. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Just make sure.
That is the only question that has been missed by both.
Okay.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's go to Tim.
Nicholas Flamel.
That is correct. And Dom.
Nope, I missed it.
All right. Tim goes up 5-3 as we get a little deeper into this. We are now going to question number 7. This is in the category of Star Wars. In my favorite movie, Star Wars Episode 2, The Attack of the Clones, who does Django specifically say recruited him for the cloning program? This is one of my favorite scenes as well. The exchange between Obi-Wan and Django is just so good.
That's actually pretty good. I'll give you that. That stuff isn't that bad.
Thank you. All right. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we go to Dom.
Darth Tyrannus, Count Dooku.
Robert, I'm gonna leave that to you.
Tim, what did you have?
Oh, I'm way off. I said Sifo-Dyas.
Okay, so Tim's incorrect. We looked
Yes.
for specifically who he said recruited him, which was Tyrannus. I'm going to give it to you, but don't over-explain if you don't have to.
Yeah.
Got it.
Just,
Well,
if you
Dooku
just
is
put Dooku,
technically incorrect. Yeah.
So I'm going to give it
Got
to you. If Tim would like to talk about it, he can, but that's where I'm
Cody.
leaning at first. Go ahead and bring
Yeah.
Cody in for a second.
So
I'll
just
go
to
ahead.
clarify for the judges on your ruling is that because he put both Tyrannus and Dooku, it's correct. But had he just put Dooku, he would have been wrong.
He would have been incorrect. because-
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're good then.
No, we're good.
You good?
All right.
All right. Okay,
All right.
so we'll just edit that out because there's no official challenge.
Yeah.
All right. So Dom brings it back up to a 1-point game. It is now 4-5. And Robert hit him with their next question.
All right, question number 8 in the category of MCU. How did Bucky kill Maria Stark in Civil War?
This broke my heart how many people missed this.
Really? I guess that's like a smaller moment.
It is. By the way, if anyone's wondering, the reason we keep talking about this is a lot of these questions were used in the Full Metal Geek testing rounds for people to get in. So, but they are all fun questions. So if you didn't get to test, see how you do in round 1.
Just because testing isn't recorded, and I didn't want to just throw away the questions.
Exactly, they were really good questions. 5.
I'm reusing them in matches for people who haven't seen
3, 2, and 1. Let's go to Tim.
I think I'm off here. Is it he shoots her?
That is
That
incorrect.
is incorrect. Dominic.
He strangles her.
That
We
is
have a
correct.
tied game.
Okay. Yeah, I don't
Tied
remember
back
that.
up.
one.
5-5. All right, gentlemen, we get into your penultimate question. I just want to say it one more time wrong to piss off Robert. But your penultimate question is in the category of Marvel. This is Marvel outside of the MCU. Who plays Mystique in the original X-Men trilogy?
I'll go ahead and do Dom's move now. Even though he hasn't been doing it much this match, I'll give him the point right now. I won't give it to myself.
He's been pretty good this match.
Yeah, he's been in control. It's been good. It's been good so far. I'm just saying I'm doing it because I definitely don't know the answer.
Maybe he's just calmer because he has a belt, so he's like, I got this. I'm good.
I
I'm
always
just trying to get another.
this is one that I always forget. I
Just
just
get a belt and
Alright,
already everyone
4,
starts giving you shit.
3, 2.
True.
Hey, it's the price of fame. 1. All right, let's go to Dominic.
Oh, you called me famous. Rebecca Remain.
Yep,
That's correct. And Tim.
that is correct. Yep, no, I don't have it.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right,
your
now
fi-
Dom takes the 1-point lead.
Your final question here in the category of Star Trek. Which Enterprise crew member entered a chamber full of radiation to save the ship at the end of the Wrath of Khan?
So, Robert, do you miss sports ball?
There wasn't a whole lot on that I was watching. I'm not a big basketball fan, and that's kind of what had been dominating recently, so I hadn't been watching too much.
Yeah, I was a little upset that the NHL got suspended. I was like,
Mm.
that in basketball, I'm like, we're getting so close to the playoffs, and like now everything's suspended. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we are going to Tim
Spock.
and Dom.
Spock.
Both
You're
correct.
both correct. All right, ladies and gentlemen, after round 1, we are in a pretty tight match. Dom is in the lead with 7, Tim following closely behind with 6 as we get into the wheel round. What's going to happen is I'm going to bring up a wheel that has 8 categories on it, plus heroes and villains pick. Each of these competitors will get a spin at that wheel. Whatever the category lands on, they will receive 5 questions, each worth 2 points from it. They can go to multiple choice. However, that value will go down to 1. Keep in mind, there is stealing in this round, gentlemen, and you are awarded 1 respin unless you land on villain's pick. Dom, since you are in the lead, I will bring up the wheel, give you the categories, then you will be able to decide whether you would like to spin first or defer to your opponent. So give me 1 moment. Probably should have been doing that all as I was talking, but I can't multitask.
You're
or
good, no
anything.
worries.
Bless you. There's a cat that sneezed.
Do they have the corona?
Uh,
I don't think so. I think they officially said
They
that
might.
animals can't get it.
Nah, animals are immune.
Ah, damn.
Animals
Were
are
you
immune.
were you hoping
We're
that like
literally living
the
in contagion.
I was hoping all the raccoons would go extinct.
or the turkeys would just go to
That's
hell, huh?
Great, your pizza for only $1.
Okay, it did show up. Sorry. Too many screens disappeared. Like that popped up and then my screen disappeared. 1 second. All right. Dom, your categories for this evening are Star Wars, Wizarding World, Mixed Bag, MCU, Star Trek, Quotes, DC, and Heroes and Villains. Knowing those categories, would you like to spin first or defer to your opponent?
I'm going to do a very unprecedented move. I'm going to defer to Tim.
All right, so we are going to bring
Interesting
Cody
strategy,
on real quick.
RJ. Will it pay off for him?
Oh, I thought you were going more for dodgeball, but I'm definitely intrigued to see how this is going to go. So
Bold
let's go
strategy,
ahead.
Cotton.
I'm going to give you gentlemen the spin. It's a bold move,
Oh.
Cotton. See how it works out for him. All right. So Tim, your first spin is now in.
Well, that wheel is not primed, so I would like it to be.
And it lands on Villain's pick.
That wheel was not
Ooh.
okay. I mean, the wheel's not primed, but that's
Challenge.
fine.
Don't
No, yeah.
challenge it.
Usually
No.
we spin it once. That's
It's a
actually that's a
precedent.
fair
I-
point.
Prime the wheel.
I'm sorry. I've never done that. No one's
You're
ever
good.
told. No
I'm just
one's
saying.
ever brought it up to
Yeah.
me. So it's fine. No,
This
if
one-
Robert's
this
done it
one-
before,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do it. Yeah, I usually prime it before the matches.
sorry,
If
we've
you
never
ever
had
have
that
a match in
discussion.
multiplex, if you don't want to
You're
change the precedence, you will want to follow
You're
it
good.
because no wheel will ever
No,
be primed.
I'm usually the one who does the wheel, so you're
I
totally
know,
fine.
it's fine.
Don't
I'm
worry
just
about it.
making
My
sure.
bad.
You're good.
Yeah.
So this is now Tim's first.
This is now Tim's spin.
Okay.
We're gonna cut all this
Okay.
out. Hold on. All
Go
right,
for it.
Tim, your first spin is in. And it lands on the category of Wizarding World. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
Hey,
We're gonna keep that.
You're gonna keep that? All righty then.
Yeah.
Robert, you can go ahead and give Tim his questions in Wizarding World as soon as I get rid of this
Sure.
screen.
You're good. All right. In Wizarding World, here we go. Question 1. What type of magical candy has trading cards of famous witches and wizards?
Chocolate frogs.
That is correct for 2 points. Retakes the lead. All right. Your next one. What is the first spell Harry casts at Malfoy during their duel in Chamber of Secrets?
Five, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
Okay, that's your first repeat. What is the first spell Harry casts at Malfoy during their duel in Chamber of Secrets?
Okay, I'm like a little worried about the pronunciation, but is it Ricta Shamepra?
I can accept that. That is correct for 2 points.
All right.
I'm gonna challenge. If you want to look it up, it's Rictum Sempra.
All right.
Okay,
You're officially
there
challenging?
is an official challenge,
Yep.
so we'll look it up.
All right.
Officially challenging.
I have Ricta Sempra, not Stum. I have
Yeah.
RUCTUSEMPRA.
Yeah, the only reason why I'm challenging this is because I thought I heard Tim say Ricta Shempra, not Ricta
So,
Sempra. But again, I
all
could
I'm
be
saying,
totally nitpicking.
In my defense, I put the shit on it because if you watch the scene, which I don't read the movie, I watch the scene. He definitely says like with a lot of emotion, like there's a sh in there. It might just be his English accent. I don't know. But
Yeah, I thought that was the English accent. I thought it was Ricta
Listen to what he
Sempra.
says. That's why I was worried about the pronunciation, just
Let me
from my
pull it
brain.
I will look up the clip real quick.
I'm pulling up the clip.
I would just
Yeah.
pull. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I was worried about it because I didn't want to go multiple choice and like because I know
Nope,
the answer.
totally fair.
They're those British fucks. I didn't want to.
Yeah, no, that British, no, that British accent is a killer.
Yeah. Like his SUM kind of sounds like.
Yeah, so don't need to explain that to me.
Did you hear it there?
No, I couldn't hear it.
We
Okay.
can, yeah, I can't.
All
I heard
Yeah.
Sempra.
right. So, Dom, what was your challenge? What did you say it should be pronounced like?
I was saying that it should be pronounced Ricta Sempra, not Ricta
No, your
Shempra.
challenge was Rictum Sempra, which I
Yeah,
mean,
you
your
said
challenge was that.
Tom.
Your
Was
challenge
it?
was just that the
Did I?
pronunciation.
Yeah, you were
was wrong.
challenging the not
Right.
the
In general, your challenge was just that the pronunciation was wrong.
Yeah.
That was close enough to Shem, in my opinion,
Okay.
that I would still
Yeah.
rule with Tim.
All right. If that's the case, then I'm fine with that.
Yeah, like I agree. Like 'cause
That-
those pronunciations can be a pain in
Yeah.
the butt.
Officially,
Yeah.
the spell is Ricta Sempra.
Right.
Tim did say Sha, but we pulled up the clip, and I think it's close enough to count it.
All right.
Well,
Whenever
we'll bring it
that's-
back in,
that's
and
fine.
I'll have you explain that.
Yeah,
Alright.
I don't
Alright.
think that
This is
like
where we're
I'm not
coming.
saying that's like an unfair challenge. I just want to like
Right.
No, yeah, it was
I
a
don't
fair
want to be
challenge.
that dick that just challenges like on a
No,
dick
you're
point.
good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Oh,
All right.
Well, you do lose your challenge.
Right,
So-
that's fine. I'm down. I'm fine with
Okay.
that.
All right, bringing it back in.
Yep.
All right. So after the challenge, we have reviewed. I'm going to let Robert explain our decision.
Yeah, so the challenge, Dom's challenge was that Tim said Ricta Shempra. The correct pronunciation that the spell is Ricta Sempra. We looked up the movie clip, we pulled up the clip, we pulled up we looked up the spell, everything like that. And in the clip specifically, there is a lot of passion and English accent that it does sound a little bit like Shempra. So it is a close enough pronunciation that we're gonna rule that Tim gets the 2 points. Dom unfortunately is gonna lose his challenge. Definitely a fair challenge, but we looked up the clip, we looked up everything, and that's going to be the ruling.
All right. So just to clarify now, Tim keeps his points. He's on his third question. He is now at 10 points.
Yep. So your third question, Tim, in the category Wizarding World. What girl does Ron supposedly fall in love with due to a love potion in Half-Blood Prince? Full name, please, first and last.
Oh, I love when Robert gets dirty.
The one that he supposedly falls in love with is what you're looking for.
Because of the love potion.
Romilda Vane.
That is correct for 2 points.
Nice pull.
Tim's running through this category. Your fourth
Oh, yeah.
question. What type of liquor did Aunt Marge give her dog in Prisoner of Azkaban?
Brandy.
That is correct for 2 points. Not answering quickly, Archie, but he's taking his time thinking it through and getting those 2-point answers.
He's beating me to the countdown every time. It's actually
That's-
kind of crazy. Like, he
And
really
your,
is.
Your final question. What is the first name of Cedric Diggory's father in Goblet of Fire?
Amos.
That is correct for 2 more points. A clean sweep of that round.
So much for taking his time.
Yeah, when he didn't need it.
All right. Well, like you said, Tim got his score up to 16 points. Dom's got a lot of catching up to do. Let's see if that choice he made is going to pay off for him. All right. So we are going to bring back up the wheel. All right, Dom. And here is your spin. Your first spin. As in quotes. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I'm going to spin again.
All right, whatever it lands on this time, you will have to answer. Oh, it just barely. It is Heroes and Villains.
Nice.
Heroes and Villains. So combined
Definitely.
Heroes and Villains category could come from anywhere. And RJ, you got the questions? I don't know where in the...
Yes,
There
I
it is.
do.
It's towards the bottom.
Yes. All right, thank you so much. So, it's not exactly what Tim wanted Dominic to have with mixed bag, but it is very mixed bag-esque. So let's see how he handles this. All right. Dom, are you ready for your questions?
Yep.
All right, your first question in the categories of Heroes and Villains. Who plays the devil himself, otherwise known as Mephisto, in Ghost Rider?
Peter Fonda.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. What is the real name of the villain in Star Trek Generations played by Malcolm McDowell?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Shinzon, B, Gallatin, C, Sauron, or D, Ducat.
Safe.
C is correct for 1 point. All right, your next question. In The Amazing Spider-Man, the man who shot Uncle Ben had a distinctive tattoo located where on his body?
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, his neck, B, his shoulder, C, his hand, or D, his ankle.
His neck.
That is incorrect. Tim, there is a chance for a 1 point steal. I will give you those options one more time. Your options are A, his neck, B, his shoulder, C, his hand, or D, his ankle.
His hand.
That is correct for 1 point.
Big point steal there.
Big steal. See if Dominic can bounce back. Dominic, your fourth question. What was the name of the centaur who rescued Harry from Voldemort in the Forbidden Forest in the Sorcerer's Stone?
Firenze.
That is correct for 2 points. All right. And your final question. Who voices the evil Parallax in Green Lantern?
Clancy Brown.
That's correct for another 2 points. All right. After round 2, Tim has now taken the lead with 17. Don had that one miss, but he's able to keep it within 3 with 14. Robert, do you have a different score, or am I correct?
You have it right. There, 3-point gap going into round 3. And of course, rounds 3 and 4 can be really interesting in the Full Metal Geek format.
Absolutely. So round 3 is going to work like this. These gentlemen are going to be presented with a list of 3 movies. Each of these movies has 5 questions in it worth 2 points. The person in the lead will choose their movie first. The person behind will then choose from the other 2 movies and answer their questions first. But do not forget about that third movie because you will be seeing it again. Now, Tim, since you have taken the lead, you will be able to choose from the 3 movies first. Robert, can you please remind him of his 3 movies?
Absolutely. So your 3 movies, your 3 options are either X-Men 2, aka X2,
Oh, sorry.
Batman Begins, and Infinity War. So, Tim, you will have to select one of these movies to get your questions from in this round. Dom will then pick from the other 2 which ones he would like in this round.
You get 2 points, right?
It is a 2 points per question, 5 questions, maximum 10 points. No stealing, no whiteboard, just 5 questions directly to you, 2 points each.
I think you have to take Infinity War.
I agree.
You've seen it the most of all and most recent. So, yeah,
Yep.
so you can take it. Because the other ones are fine wherever they land. So.
Yep.
All right. So Tim will be taking Avengers Infinity War. All right, Dom, you have left between the 2 movies for you. I'm sorry?
Trolls Infinity War, I thought? This one?
Yes, that's what you did. You're going to answer from Infinity War, so I'm asking Dom what movie he wants.
Never mind, RJ. I was making a joke. You good.
Oh, okay.
You
I'm
good.
going to take X2.
Sorry, I can't. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay,
Dom's
so
gonna
does it
take
all right.
Yep.
All
I'm
right.
going to take X2.
And Robert, since
Okay.
Dom is behind, you want to go ahead and give him his questions from X2, X-Men United.
I will, Dom. So, no whiteboard, 2 points apiece, 5 questions. Here we go, Dom. What U.S. president does a tour guide quote at the opening of X-Men 2?
Oh, it's a fictional president, isn't it? I don't know. George Bush.
That is incorrect. We're looking for Lincoln.
Oh, okay.
Your next one. When Charles first uses Cerebro, what behavior is Logan doing inside the sphere that Charles tells him to stop?
He's still searching for answers.
That is incorrect. We're looking for smoking his cigar.
Oh, okay.
3 more. How does Stryker say his wife committed suicide?
She slit her wrists.
That is incorrect. We're looking for she used a power drill.
Okay.
2 more. How does Wolverine kill Lady Deathstrike?
Oh, he jabs her with an adamantium plunger and fills her up with so much adamantium.
That is correct for 2 points. Dom needed those ones. So that is correct. And your final question in this round. What does Rogue give back to Logan after they escape the attack on the mansion?
The cross that he gave her from the first one.
Ooh, it is his dog tags that he gave her in the first one.
Dog tags. Damn it.
Very close, though. Unfortunately, can't give you those ones. So Dom comes out of that round with 2 points. And we'll go over, that was an X2, and we'll go over to Tim for his questions in Infinity War.
All right, I will be handing those out to Tim. All right, Tim, are you ready for your questions?
Oh, sure.
All right. Your first question. Sorry, hold on. Something. There it goes. Wow, that was weird. All right, your first question in Infinity War. While thinking he's invisible in Infinity War, Drax is eating what snack?
I just answered this right in another match, too. Oh, shit. What are they
Well, we're going to need the right answer here in 5, 4,
Repeat the question.
3. All right, that is Tim's second repeat. While thinking he is invisible, Drax is eating what snack?
Called Zarg nuts.
That is correct for 2 points.
Nice pull. That repeat definitely played off. All right, your next question. What is the name of Thanos' father?
Shit. Um,
5, 4.
T'Challa.
We are looking for a Lars.
LRs.
Hey, whatever Robert said. He's a pronunciation kid.
So it's not
All right.
T'Challa.
No, it is not T'Challa.
It's not T'Challa. Yeah, all right, your next question. Ebony Maw says the crystal needles he's torturing Strange with were originally designed for what purpose?
I don't know. Relaxation. I don't know.
Looking for microsurgery. Microsurgery. All right, next. How does Ebony Maw refer to Doctor Strange when they first meet?
Damn.
5.
A sorcerer? I don't know.
Ooh, that's
We're
close.
looking for Stonekeeper.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Stonekeeper.
Yeah. 100%.
All right. And your final question. Who is the first person to be dusted on Titan?
On Titan? Mantis?
That is correct.
Correct for 2 points. Good
All
pulls
right.
there.
Great pull there. All right. So at the end of round 3, Tim has extended his lead. It is now 21-16. It's a 5-point game, but this next round is definitely where everything can change. Round number 4 is our double Jeopardy round. Each of these competitors now will be presented with the same 5 questions. They are each worth 1 point. However, if they miss or refuse to answer, they will lose a point. Where are those questions going to come from? They will be coming from the movie that was not selected in round 3. So, gentlemen, you will be having 5 questions from Batman Begins.
Can someone tell me if I'm stupid? If I get all 5 wrong and he gets all 5 right, we're tied, right?
No, that's a 10-point swing. He'd
It's
be a
one or
5-point
the.
lead.
If he got all 5, yeah.
Oh, no, wait.
So there's a 5-point gap right now. So if nothing happened to your score and he got all 5 right, or you got all 5 wrong, then you'd be tied.
But I thought if I don't answer,
You still lose the point. That still is an incorrect answer.
Yeah, so I would lose 5.
No, you wouldn't be tied. Y'all would switch.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Yeah. Okay.
Y'all would switch.
I would lose.
So
Yeah,
you would
yeah,
have
yeah.
16. He would have 21.
That's what I was
Yeah.
making. I'm like, I'm bad at math, but I'm just making.
No,
It's
you're
okay.
good.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
There's a 5-point gap. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Possibility of a 10-point swing.
Yep.
All right. Robert, go ahead and start him off in this
Sure.
category.
Okay, so whiteboards out, gentlemen. Your questions from Batman Begins, the movie that neither you picked. What's the name of the man who killed Bruce Wayne's parents?
Dominic, quick to the board there. Tim taking his time. We'll need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, Tim.
I don't know. Lee.
That is incorrect. And Dom.
Joe Chill.
That is correct.
That's correct.
Dom gains 1 and Tim loses 1. All right, gentlemen, your next question in the category of Batman Begins. When Bruce first goes to see the Wayne Enterprise Board of Directors, he starts teaching Earl's secretary what sport?
Both
This is
quick
probably one of
boards
my
on this
favorite
one.
scenes in the movie.
Yeah. This is I love this movie a lot.
Batman Begins is definitely one of my favorites. Although it's one of my funniest memories because my dad fell asleep during the movie, and I literally I punched him so hard in the shoulder for snoring. 5, 4, 3, 2, and he picked the movie. 1. All right, let's go to Dom.
Golf.
And Tim?
Golf.
Has 1 point for each competitor.
All right, your next one. How does Bruce get rid of his birthday party guests towards the end of the film? We'll take a pretty general answer.
There's actually also a pretty good scene as well, actually.
This might be my favorite scene. This
Really?
This through the manor burning down. That whole sequence is just so good.
Gotcha. All right. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We need your pens down, gentlemen. Whiteboards up. And we're starting with Tim.
So, yeah, this is pretty general, but I said he insults them while pretending to be drunk.
That is almost exactly what we had.
Exactly what we're looking for, yeah. And Dom.
Yeah, I put he pretends to be drunk.
Yep, that is also
Well,
acceptable.
except just pretending to be drunk.
Well,
another. Would you like to challenge that, Tim?
can I bring in Cody?
Sure, no problem.
I don't think the drunk is the reason they're clearing. I think it's because he's insulting them as he goes is pretty much a big point of that thing.
I agree.
That's my viewpoint.
So that's what you would like to challenge?
Well, I think if they on their answer doc, they have both things that I just said, like Robert said, that's almost exactly what I have. Then I think both those things should be there in an answer.
Yeah, I think the insult's the key point of that thing and not the drunk, because anybody can be drunk. That's my viewpoint.
Okay,
so that's your official challenge?
Yep, we'll officially challenge it then.
Okay.
All right. We have a challenge on the board. We are going to review the challenge and see what we come back with. All right.
So I am going to try to bring up the scene again because I don't want to just make this call. The answer we specifically had is pretends to be drunk, insults them, and asks them to leave. Those were the three.
Here's my thing with that, Robert, just because this is how I go when usually you write your questions.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever's in parentheses is optional. Whatever's not in parentheses is what we need. What we have in not parentheses is ask them to leave. What you have in parentheses is he gets drunk. So I'm not going to lie. I kind of lean towards what Cody says. It's not because he's pretending to be drunk. It is because he's telling everybody to leave.
He's like, oh, you like social climbers. Like you all are assholes. Like
exactly. He is insulting them.
Friends.
That's what actually gets them to leave. Not the fact that he is drunk. At first, they're all laughing at him because he's drunk. But then it's when he starts insulting them that they leave. So I kind of agree with Cody.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up the scene just to.
No problem.
For my own peace of mind.
Gotcha.
Real quick, if I lose this point, am I down to 18 or am I down to 17?
If you lose this, you will be down to 18.
Okay.
No, I thought he had.
No, sorry, my bad.
No.
You're at 18 right now.
Yeah.
My bad.
So you'll go to 17. That is correct.
You can either go up
because
to.
You'll lose that point rather than getting it.
Got it.
So this is him.
Thank you all for coming here tonight and drinking all of my booze. No, really. There's a thing about being a Wayne that you're never short of a few freeloaders like yourselves to fill up your mansion with. So here's to you people. Thank you. That's enough. I'm finished. To all of you phonies, all of you two-faced friends, you sycophantic suck-ups who smile through your teeth at me, please leave me in peace. Please go. Stop smiling. It's not a joke. Please leave. The party's over. Get out. The apple is full of the very long tree.
Because I think they think it's funny for him to be drunk, and that would make anybody leave.
Kind of like I was saying,
get people to move.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, RJ, you're lead host, so I'll take.
I'm gonna say they are correct. That the drunk is not enough.
All right.
Yeah.
So I lose that point.
So you can.
Okay. So I'll explain it. But real quick, just so I know I'm correct. So that now makes it 17 to 22, right?
It will now be.
Tim keeps the point, and Don actually loses that point.
I go up to
Tom was
22.
at 18, so now he's at.
Yeah, so I'm at 17.
That was
and then
wait, which
Tim was
question
at
number was that?
21.
Sorry, that was
That
question
was
three.
4.
My bad.
Oh, sorry, 3. Yeah, you're right. It was 3.
So he loses that point. He's at 17. Tim gets that point. He's up to 23.
22.
No, 22.
Oh, because I already gave
Because
him the
he
point.
because
I
he
already
missed.
gave
Yeah,
him-
he
on my
missed the
score doc, I
first
already gave
one.
him the
Got
point.
his point
Yep,
back.
you're
Yeah.
right. So
All
it'll be
right.
22.
Going back in.
The score now will be 22 to 17. Yep, that's right.
Yep. All right, coming back in. All right. All right, we are back from the challenge. After reviewing what we actually had in our answer and reviewing the scene, we had in our answer that he did get drunk, but the main thing we needed and the main thing we reviewed in the scene is that he starts insulting his guest. And that's what actually gets them to leave. So getting drunk was not what actually caused it. So we could not accept it as the single answer. We needed in there that he told them to leave. He insulted them and told them to leave. So with that, Dom will not be awarded the point. He'll actually be losing it. Tim does still get the point for his answer. So we are now at 22 to 17, and we move on to the 4th question, which I will give y'all now. Gentlemen, what was the last name of the corrupt judge that was working for Carmine Falcone?
I changed my mind. I have a new favorite scene, and it's it's when Bruce goes to the bar to confront Carmine.
Don't come down here with your judgment.
It's a good one though.
You didn't even bring a gun. I'm insulted. God, that's it.
Yeah, that's a good line.
Scene of
It's
the
a
movie.
good line. 5, 4, so underrated. Like everyone talks about Dark Knight. Like I get it, it's Joker, but still, like Batman Begins is so
Begins
good.
is so
And
I
1.
might watch that tonight.
Yeah. All right, and Dominic
Phelan?
and Tim.
I don't know. I said Crane, even though
Dominic was really, really close, but I don't think we can give it to him. It's
We
Faye
cannot.
Ben. It's
Faye
Faye Ben instead of Faye Len.
Oh,
Really close,
Damn it.
though.
All right. Score goes back to 16 to 21 as we get into the last question. Hit him with it, Robert.
All right, your final question. What reason did Bruce give Lucius for wanting to borrow prototypes from Applied Sciences?
Ooh, that's definitely a 2-answer question. Like he gives multiple explanations. So
We're looking for the first one. The first
We're looking for
Okay.
the first.
The first.
Okay.
That's a good clarification. That's fair.
Good clarification. I really like this scene too. Like, oh, there's so many good moments in this movie. Like, just subtle moments that have nothing to do with him actually being Batman. His Bruce Wayne was just really good. Yeah. Which I was surprised by. Like going into the movie, I wasn't ready for him to be Bruce Wayne. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, pins down. And Dominic.
Spelunky.
That's correct. And Tim.
yeah,
correct.
that's totally it. Yeah.
All right. Tim loses and Dom gains a point right there. So after round number 4, that was probably one of the most fluctuating round number 4s
that
we've
was.
had in a
That
while.
was.
But Tim does still come out on top with 20. Dom has lessened the gap from 5 to 3. He has 17 as we get into the final round. The final round works like a round 3 of any regular Full Metal Geek match. I will now bring up another wheel. This wheel now only has 6 categories. Each of those categories has a 2-pointer, a 3-pointer, and a 5-point question. Each of these competitors will get 3 spins at the wheel, 1 for the 2-point, 1 for the 3-point, 1 for the 5-point. They get it right, they get those points. They get it wrong, they get nothing. Keep in mind, gentlemen, you are allowed 1 respin throughout the entire round. If you respin on your 3, you can't on the 5. And any other combination like that. Also, any category can be spun more than once as long as it is in a different point value. We are going to start with Dom. He is behind. Dom will answer until he ties it or takes the lead, I believe.
Takes the lead. You have to take the lead.
Takes the lead. Take the lead. All right.
It's 2, 3, and 5.
Yes.
2, 3, and 5.
2, 3, and 5.
Okay.
So give me one moment. I will.
While RJ's pulling up the wheel, I can give you your categories for this round. Your categories are Mixed Bag, Worlds of DC, Quotes, Wizarding World, Middle-earth, and Marvel.
And I'm doing the pre-spin thing right now.
One
bring it back
respin
up.
throughout the entirety.
Yep.
Right now it's a 3-point game, so Dom's going to have to answer some questions here to throw it back to Tim.
Got to answer at least 2 questions to throw it back. Or it's 5 if it comes down to that, but we're hoping it doesn't. So give me one moment as I bring that up.
I'm hoping it does.
Can we just
All
talk
right,
more
Dom,
about Batman Begins?
This is
I'll talk more about Batman
right. Can we
Begins.
just right?
Heaven Begins is a great movie, by the way.
It's so good.
It really is.
Hey, Tim, I know it's a long movie, but y'all should do that as your watch along next after The Lion King. All right,
That
we're getting into
begins.
this category.
Double
All right,
feature.
Dom, this is your first spin for your 2-point question. And it lands on Worlds of DC. Would you like to keep
Taking
that
it.
or spin again?
Taking it.
All right.
All right.
And,
I can give Dom his quote or his questions. in this
did you
round.
have
can
him
get
in round
them.
3? Yep. Okay. Go right ahead.
All right. Dom, your 2-pointer. What is in an envelope from Clark that Lois opens at the end of Batman v Superman?
Is it in a ring?
That is correct for 2 points.
Yes,
2
okay.
points. Comes within 1 of Tim. However, he does still have to answer one more question to take the lead. So, Dom, here's your second spin. Everything is back on the board. And it lands on Mixed Bag. Would you like to keep that for your 3-pointer or spin again?
I will take it.
All right.
All right, your 3-pointer in mixed bag. In 2019's Hellboy, who plays the Blood Queen, Nimue?
Mila Djokovic.
That is correct for 3 points.
3 points and the lead. All right. We now go over to Tim. Tim now himself has to answer a couple questions to take that lead back.
Yep, Dom got
All right.
his 2 and his 3 right, so he is up to
22 to 20.
Yep, so if
22
Tim
to
hits this,
20.
he'll tie.
But we do need to take the lead, so let's see what happens. Tim, your first spin is it. Or let me bring up Cody real quick before I do the spin. 1 second. All
Not
right.
getting much help here, but we already know what we're going to do. So
Okay. Your 2-pointer spin is in. It's going to come from the category of Marvel. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
Yeah, we'll keep it.
yeah, you got to keep.
All right. I will be giving Tim his questions. And is Marvel at the bottom?
Yeah, it's
Yes, it is. All right. Your 2-pointer in the category of Marvel. In which Marvel film does Stan Lee cameo as a librarian?
The Amazing Spider-Man.
That is correct for 2 points.
2 points
Tim
in the
ties
tie.
it up. All right, we do need him to take the lead, though. So bringing back the wheel. This is now your 3-pointer spin. And it is Wizarding World.
We will keep it.
I don't. Are you sure, Tim? No, yeah, we'll take it.
Okay, one. Got to scroll back up.
That's around the middle.
Yeah. Scroll isn't working. Or just froze. It froze.
I can give the question if you like.
No, it's okay. I got it. It just
Okay.
froze for a second. All right, here we go. All right, your 3-point question in Wizarding World. What does Sirius give Harry before he departs for Hogwarts in Order of the Phoenix?
It's a picture of the original Order of the Phoenix.
That is
Correct.
exactly correct for 3
Correct
points.
for 3 points and the lead.
All right, it comes down to this. Dominic is going to get his 5-point spin at the wheel. He's going to answer his 5-pointer. If he hits it, he will send it back to Tim, who will have to answer is. If he misses it, Tim will win and move on in this battle royale. So, Dom, if you are ready,
I'm ready.
You do still have your respin for 5 points. Possibly your category can be mixed bag. Would you like to keep that or spin?
Spin.
All right, whatever it lands on, it will be the question you will be answering from. For 5 points and the lead. And it will be Wizarding World.
All right.
All right, Dom, your 5-pointer to stay in the game in the category of Wizarding World. Where does Jacob Kowalski work in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them?
He works at a bakery.
And your winner, Tim the Hulk Brzakala.
Oh, my God. Wow.
We were looking for a canning factory.
Wow.
The
He's trying to
canning
get a
factory.
bakery.
He's trying to get a loan
start
to open his bakery. Yep.
But wow, what a heck of a match. That was going back and forth the entire
That was
time.
an incredibly competitive match.
That is definitely a high-scoring match as well. 22-25 is the final score. That is amazing. All right, but before we get started, we're going to go ahead and talk to the competitors real quick. First, we are going to talk to the man who unfortunately could not pull it out today, Dominic. You came in really strong in round one. You only had a slight hiccup in round two, but I mean, was it round 3 and 4? Like, I felt like you struggled a little bit there. Do you wish you would have picked Batman Begins instead for your movie?
I'm gonna attribute that to, again, depending on round 4 to save me, because I knew that Tim was gonna go Infinity War, so I went with X2 for round 3, and I was hoping Batman Begins would save me, and I choked on one question, and I lost that one challenge. So that was my karma reaction to challenging on the Rick December question. But yeah, if I'm gonna be honest, like as soon as I missed those 2 round ones in those 2 questions in round 1, I'm like, yeah, it's over. I'm like, I was lucky enough to get the fandom championship, but I'm like, yeah, karma is not on my side for that long ever for these types of matches. So I was just kind of expecting it. I'm like, look, I played the best I could. This was an absolute knockdown drag out match. But to be completely honest, this was the championship match that I was expecting for fandom. It didn't quite go that way, but whatever. Tim, you absolutely deserved it. You earned your shot 100%, and I'll be back. I'm not going anywhere. So.
Yeah, you still played very, very good. You got a category in heroes and villains that is not always the easiest to negotiate, but still did really well. Still got 4 out of your 5 questions right in that second round. Maybe swapping picks in the rounds 3 and 4 would have helped, but yeah, you played good, man. You played it as you always do in Full Metal Geek. You showed up to play.
Yep, that's what I do.
And, we won't see you for a while just because just after this, a lot of the new competitors are going to get chances to climb up the ladder. Right. But, you're so high ranked in here. Your record still shows that you're a dominant player here. We'll definitely be seeing you again. It's always a pleasure, Dom.
Can't wait. I'll be back.
All right. And now we are going to talk to the winner of this match, who's not Cody, but it's actually that guy over there. Tim Brzakala, the man came in saying, you know what, if I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. But Tim, you won. You're in it. You're in the championship match. And guess what? You're the first person to ever say that who doesn't have to go up against Robert. How does that make you feel?
It is what it is. Like it's exciting. Again, like this was just for fun. I'm very happy I won. This is a little bit of I'm glad I went into this match feeling the way I was, because I think that definitely attributed to the way that I played. But yeah, I mean, I have either Scully or Jay, and yep. I mean, I've beaten Jay before in fandom. I don't think I could really beat him in Geek. Same with Scully. I don't think I have a shot in hell against either of them. But I'm excited to play. It'll be fun. Dom, don't hang your head. That was a great match. That was probably better than the fandom match, to be honest. Not just because I won, but just like overall, I think the competitiveness there, it was really fun. That was a good time. I'm really happy. I feel good.
Yeah, absolutely, Tim. Your record now goes up to 6-2. Your only 2 losses were in a multi-person match, and then to Dominic last season. So you definitely avenged that one-on-one loss to Dominic. That was also a close match, albeit a little bit lower scoring, but still a close match when you guys played previously. So we'll see. You got either Scully or Jay, so that's going to be an interesting one for you to go next. And yeah, like I said, your record, I think, might be the second best record in the division right now, except for Scully. Yep. So yeah.
Cool.
You definitely, I think you play better in Full Metal Geek when you're a little bit more relaxed.
Plus, it helped that we don't really care. We didn't care last season to have to go against you, so everybody got to climb that ladder, get knocked out, and sent back down. So we don't have that on our record. We don't have to worry about those losses. They do, so that's why we're high ranked. We took it easy. I think this match went really well. I think when you're in 5 rounds, those 3 and 4. Those rounds are the make or break. If you don't pick the right strategy or pick the right movie, you will literally it's important to have the lead going into that round so you can play the game and you can decide where things go. And it helped us every time that Robert played it. It helped us tonight. So
I got very lucky too. I want to say that as well. Like this easily could have gone the other way. I got lucky by Dom. Dom usually goes first when he plays. That's why he said he's setting a new precedent when he let me spin first. I got Wizarding World. He would have swept that as well. He probably would have picked Infinity War and done even better than I did in it. I definitely wouldn't have done as well in X-Men. So it all came down to luck at this, I think, for sure. So I don't want to I don't want to seem like I am the champion of all. I just, it was definitely a lucky game. I'm
A lot
happy
of different things. A lot of different things. I mean, you were in the lead most of round one, and then he came back towards the tail end of round one. He choosing to defer, choosing the movies, however
Plus,
he did.
Coho
Like,
didn't write this match, so great job all around. Fantastic job. Fantastic. Awesome.
And there's the Cody we all know and love.
Thank you. There was no Jim Carrey, and if it was, it would just been the Riddler and not fucking whatever his name is. That's cool. Awesome. We can't wait for the next match. Let's go.
All right. Well, Tim, like I said, we're definitely going to look forward to seeing you in the next match. I'm definitely looking forward to that. It's going to be a hell of a championship match, and you definitely deserve to be there. And we'll see you then.
Yep. See you. Thank you.
All right. I mean, like we already said it, Robert, but man, what a match. What a way to start off this little battle royale we're doing. I mean, that shows the caliber of these guys we've picked to be here. These guys deserve to be the champion, and they just got to go through each other. Tim's got that one step closer. And, now we wait to see who comes out of Scully versus Burns, and that's probably going to be a barn burner too. That's another rematch, chance for revenge. It's going to be a hell of a day.
Absolutely. So yeah, I'm excited to see that one. I'm excited to see Tim play the winner of that one for the title. I'm looking forward to crowning a new Full Metal Geek champion.
Absolutely. All right. Well, that does it for us here, ladies and gentlemen. For Dom, for Tim, for Cody, for Robert here, thank you so much for joining us and writing the questions. I'm your host, the Red Ranger, RJ Rene Villarreal Jr. So many R's, we're getting ridiculous. And we will see you guys in the next match for the Full Metal Geek Championship.